Hello and welcome to our third and final episode of 30 Yards Longer, where we're taking Andy through a series of 3 coaching sessions to help him gain some yards off the tee and increase his club head speed.
Yes, absolutely. Now make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. And how would you like to become the total driver? Long, straight drives. We can help you with that. Click the link down in the description to watch week 1 for free.
Okay, right, Andy.
Looking forward to this.
Good to see you.
How are we doing?
How are we doing?
Yes, not too bad.
All good?
Yes.
So last week we did some work on the path. We were a little bit across. We worked on the swing plane, or not last week, a couple of weeks ago. Key thing we're going to start with today is let's see where you're at with your swing. We'll get some numbers again and see where we are from the flight scope, where the speed is. But ultimately what we want to do is see how we can get more yardage as well from consistency of the golf swing and from looking at potentially the equipment as well. So let's hit a few shots. Let's get yourself loose. It's quite warm, so he's warmish. He's had a few shots to warm up already, but we'll get a few more going.
The good news is today we're not going to take him through a super speed session because he can do that when he gets home when it's a little bit cooler maybe. But we don't need to do one today. This is all about the last session and figuring out what we've got. That's a nice shot.
Nice hit, wasn't it?
I mean, look, I'm just going to say, call out on the first shot, 100 miles per hour, 100.1 miles per hour. Like I say, speed on that one gone up. I mean, that's 102.4 miles per hour. So your baseline speed definitely looks like it's gone up. But as you say, a few things going on with the change in the technique. So it's going to be, I think it just shows you that the training that we've done with the super speeds has 100% raised the bar on his baseline club head speed. Don't forget, click the link in the description if you want to take advantage of the discounts you can get on those. It's a shame that's left because the ball flight on that was actually really nice, wasn't it? Yeah. A better ball flight.
So let's just have a look at the average speeds there, Pierce, on those shots. Sort of, what are we looking at in terms of club head speed there?
Average club head speed is 101.9.
101.9. So we've gone from 96. Last session we were 99. Now we're up to almost 102. So the speeds get in there, which is obviously massively important. But what we're noticing today, more so than anything, is that the launch angle. What's the launch, Pierce, on these shots?
Averaging at 16.4.
16, and spin rate?
Spin is going to be high as well, averaging 3,000.
So we know that the ball's launching at too high, and we know the spin's there. This is now partly technique, but I would say really partly now a club fitting. You could really benefit from having a club suited because you produce this high launch and highish spin. If we can knock that launch down and knock the spin down, your ball is going to travel considerably further, really. So let's take a look, first of all, let's take a look at the technique, because that's where we're going to start, and then we'll have a look at some potential club. So we'll see here now the club is definitely more on plane on the way back. We were very much out before. You're actually moving the body a little bit better. You're actually creating a little bit more rotation in the swing, a little longer than usual. But we'll see on the way down now that the club now is definitely traveling a lot closer to that swing plane on the way down. So a big improvement compared to where we was last time. The one thing we're going to just advance a little bit more on today is this initial move away. So what's happening on the move away here is we're getting a little disconnected on the way back. Club face gets a little open and behind the hands. So we've gone, although it's improved in terms of the path, we were a little back to the sort of disconnection on the way back here. So the focus of today's session in the swing is we're going to just, I suppose, just strengthen that first part of the move away. Add into that, and then we will potentially see how we can change the ball flight from an equipment side of things and see if we can increase the speed off the face, because the ball speed, when we produce a lot of loft, we lose a lot of speed. So with your dynamic loft and launch angle here, there's so much speed that you're losing there. If we can create less loft, it's going to go a lot further. So let's take your setup, let's tee the golf ball up. Perfect. Okay, so if you just keep your eyes down where the golf ball is, as we swing back here, what do you notice about this? What does it feel like?
Feels tighter.
Feels tighter?
Everything feels tighter in.
Feels tighter to the body, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And again for us. So it feels tighter to the body because the initial move away that you've been doing is a little more this way. Yeah. Where the right arm folds quite quickly. What we're now going to do, I'm going to come around this side and you'll see from the down the line camera angle here, eyes down, we're going to really feel as if we're tighter in. Everything's moving, feel the difference here. Yeah. But notice the club face is matching the spine and it's still down your target line. So now we're a lot more body orientated, if that makes sense.
100%.
We've gone back just a fraction to this disconnection. Feel the difference? Yeah. Yeah, so club face is good, nicely in line with the feet, and the arms feel tighter to the body, would you say? Yeah. There we go. So we're just really working hard on this initial move away to get it more synced up, more one piece if you like.
Yep.
And then we can wind it to the top. There we go. And you don't need to really turn that much more than that. You're back to the target. Yep. We're in a good place there.
It is interesting because when we look at Andy here, we're looking at the fact that he's improved his club head speed quite a lot more than we expected, really. And I suppose that also allows for a little bit of an intention of him just trying to hit it harder, as well as the super speed training. But now we need to match a change in potentially equipment, but definitely in the technique now to actually optimize this distance. He's hitting it around about 10 yards further now, 235-ish, but we reckon we can get more than that by just changing the move, the technique, but also maybe change that driver as well. Be interested.
Yep.
From there then, Andy, I don't really want you to think about the downswing at all.
Yep.
Just want you to get this good, strong move away, all working together. There you go, and then wind up. There you go. And then from there, don't even think, just hit.
Yep.
Okay.
It's amazing, isn't it? If we can just get that backswing better, then the downswing kind of falls into place just by itself. Be interesting, anyone watching this here now, what do you work at most in your golf swing, your backswing or your downswing?
First
Comment
move is
down below.
key then here, Andy. There you go, love that little rehearsal. Now we're going to put that in. Okay, good. Now what I want to see from this, my goal with this, strengthening this move, is that we just get a little bit more penetration, a little bit of a stronger flight. That wasn't quite middle, but let's keep going with that. Okay, nice. So for me there, you've just hit it really nice, tiny bit of draw. So that's for me, I'm like, that's almost as good as you're gonna have. The issue now we've got, if we look at the launch and spin on that shot.
Yeah, still 16 degrees on the launch. Oh, I managed to do something there. 16 degrees on the launch. The spin is going to be 3,500.
So 16-degree launch, 3.5 spin. That launch angle, if we've got a high launch, high spin, it's just going to completely rob you of any distance. So let's experiment. So I think we know now, look, he's increased in speed. So increase from 95, 96 to 102, massive gain in speed there. What we need to improve or increase now is the ball speed and the trajectory. That there into the breeze, it's going to kill you really. So we've got my driver, we've knocked it down to 7 degrees. Now this is going to be opening the face a little bit, but we're just going to get Andy to a few shots with this. It's a little heavier as well. We're not so bothered now about the speed. What we're looking for is the launch and the spin. So rehearse that move then for us there, Andy. Nope, that again for us. Just that first move was wanting to disconnect the arms. Slow. There you go, love that. Okay. Okay, now even though it's gone left, I actually like that. Yep. Because it means that we're making a good change here. Let's keep going with this.
Ooh,
okay, beautiful.
Hello.
Now that wasn't even ripped.
Nope.
Wasn't even ripped, but how different was the flight on that?
So much lower.
Oh, that's good. Little draw around the corner. Much prefer that. And the great thing about that shot is that when it lands, that's going forward as opposed to there. So there's another 20 yards on the normal.
12.1 vertical launch, spin. Spin was lower, 1800. Total distance, 241. And club speed on that one's 100.3.
Okay.
So like Andy said, the heavier shaft is probably slowing it down a little bit.
Okay, right, Pierce. Carry on, that's going to be great.
I didn't see it. I was just checking something else which I really like.
Great flies on that one there, Andy.
How come I didn't watch that one?
Okay, I don't know what it's going to be, but let's do it.
Okay, so vertical launch 13.3, spin 1900, total distance 253.8.
253.8.
253.8. I feel like I want to come and show you that. I don't know whether you're going to see it. It might be all blurred, but that's 253.8.
Okay.
We didn't see that at all, did you, Sean?
I think that we're going to finish on that one because that was so good. You can see, Andy, and you can see you guys there, the importance of technique in order to create more speed. The super speed training system, over speed. If we want to get more club head speed, we need to train at a faster pace. But even more so today, I think the biggest thing we've learned here is that, Andy, if you get a club fitting now that's really suited to you, you've got 20 to 30 yards extra compared to where you have as well today.
Fantastic, well done. Okay, right, total driving. Don't forget you can watch week 1 for free. Click the link in the description. And also, if you want to get some super speeds, take advantage of the discount. Andy, that was awesome.
Brilliant.
Thanks, guys.
See you later.